When you're looking at heat-related deaths, you really have to look not just at the external environment, which of course has a lot to do with it.
And while temperatures have cooled down a bit, the number of heat-related deaths remain on the rise in Maricopa County. The county now has more than 200 confirmed heat deaths, and more than 350 are still pending. So we wanted to know, what factors are medical experts looking at when determining these deaths? Team 12's Jonathan McCall just finished talking with a forensic pathologist about the one thing that many of these cases have in common. Jonathan?
Hey, Caribe, we got a chance to talk with Dr. Rebecca Shue, who used to work at the Maricopa County Medical Examiner's office, but now runs her own private practice. She says a lack of water, dehydration, is a factor in nearly each and every one of these cases. But she says determining if a death is actually heat-related is not as cut and dry as you may think. Arizona's brutal, scorching summer heat continues to claim even more lives. The medical examiner's office now says there are more than 200 confirmed cases of heat death here in Maricopa County, with an additional 356 cases still under investigation. Many of those victims between the ages of 50 and 64. We've also learned that many of those victims also had a place to stay.
There are so many factors, I think, to do a proper investigation.
Dr. Rebecca Shue is a forensic pathologist. She says while outside temperatures do play a big role in heat deaths,
but you must also take into account internal factors that might be specific and unique to each individual. For an example, you may have a heart attack out in the sun, but does it mean the sun killed you? Not necessarily.
One of the first signs, a core body temperature. Anything around 105 degrees can be deadly.
If in a prolonged fashion, an elevated temperature like that will actually start destroying cells within your body.
She says experts also look at other factors like underlying health conditions, including diabetes and heart disease, chronic illnesses, including a fever, drug use, along with alcoholism.
Will actually alter your thermal pathways to some degree, such that you may overheat just due to the use of stimulants.
But the one common denominator she says is found in nearly every case: dehydration.
You're basically cooking. That's really not good. We are not designed to be without water.
She says with so many cases still pending, medical examiners are making sure to take a look at every factor before making a final decision.
Because it's very easy for everyone to say, oh, it's 120 degrees. They're dead because it's 120 degrees. Well, then why aren't we all dead? It's not quite that simple.
And the big recommendation from Dr. Shue, make sure you always drink plenty of water, especially during the summer months, anytime really, because she says people can sweat out their liquids as quickly as possible. Because of those factors that she mentioned right now, the medical examiner's office says it is taking them around 6 weeks on average to complete autopsies in these ongoing death investigations. Jonathan McCall, 12 News.
Jonathan, thanks. We now